It's Madden NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Browns, and it's all up next.
On a crystal clear late fall afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Browns Stadium. Well, the first month of the season has flown by, and we are on to October. We've got a captivating matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by my partner, Charles Davis. Charles, these Browns, no other way to say it, they took a step back last year. Now, what do you think that they need to do to get back to the playoffs while competing in a tough AFC North?
They need to get back to the identity that their head coach established a couple seasons ago. A hard running game, consistent play from their quarterback, and then they have new management on the defensive side of the ball. They'll try and get after you in the pass rush.
Then for the visiting 49ers, they're exciting on the offensive side of the ball, but it's the defense that really provides a lot of stability. They were second by a whisker to the Bills in total defense a year ago.
And they have all pro caliber players at all three levels, all capable of taking over a game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the three-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Able to get away. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, "We got it going, boys. Let's keep it going."
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
To throw on second is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his 2nd Pro Bowl.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Taken down at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Samuel. Nifty move, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 26 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep, Ray McLeod. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle to about the 33-yard line.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Oh, nice move. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
A nice pickup by Hunt, and you know he is hungry to be a more featured player in an offense. This is still the guy who led the league in rushing as a rookie in 2017, and he has proven since that he can still be an impact runner.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down and 8. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Hunt will try going up the middle. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, it's Hunt pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now Watson, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Purdy bootlegging it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 3rd down and 1. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Samuel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Purdy. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. Purdy looking to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Purdy sets up to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue.
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Shoves him away. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 117 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Niners on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings from 10 yards out. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns set to take over. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Another completion here to Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Watson on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This short, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Again, it's Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that 2nd level, got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. They couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Purdy on 3rd down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's Watson. Finding Hunt. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.